our last weekend in Colorado. Beg, Borrow, and Steal by Sarah Adams. Going to A5 Steakhouse in downtown Denver for our little late anniversary dinner. Hello guys, what is up? Welcome back to the channel. If you're new, my name is Hannah. If you're not new, welcome back. It is 3:30 on Friday. So I'm starting this vlog on the later half of the week, and I just spontaneously decided to pick up the camera. I wasn't going to vlog this weekend at all, to be honest, but I don't know. Something was just telling me to vlog our last weekend in Colorado. I did just say that. I'm not telling you guys where we're headed next. I want to leave it as a surprise, but this is our last weekend in Colorado, which is bittersweet. Obviously, it won't be our last time ever coming to Colorado. I mean, we said that last year and we came back this year, so we don't really know what the future holds, but we are headed somewhere new, somewhere fresh, somewhere I've never been before. John's been before, but I have not, so I am so excited to explore a new state, a new city, just like a new area, and we leave next weekend. Sad, but like also exciting because I'm really excited for this next location. Y'all will have to stay tuned for the future vlogs to find out where we're going next because I don't want to spoil it. Don't want to spoil the surprise. But right now I am headed to run a few errands. I need to run to Target to get some more dry shampoo. I want to get some Hero pimple patches. My face is breaking out like crazy. I think it's because I've been eating a ton of chocolate and my face does not do well with chocolate and dairy and processed sugar and all that stuff. So I'm going to get that, and then I also need to get a card for John because it's our anniversary tomorrow. We have been dating for 6 years on February 22nd, which is crazy. That's such a long time to spend with someone, obviously in like a positive way, but I just can't believe we've been dating for 6 years. Honestly, it feels like longer to me. Like, it feels like I've known him my entire life. That was crazy. Sorry, I got distracted there for a second. This Amazon driver just drove like an absolute maniac down the street. Like, literally, I don't even know how to describe what he just did, but he backed up through several stop signs to then pull like parallel to my car. And he was driving a white van. He wasn't driving a typical Amazon truck. And I was like, I'm about to get kidnapped. I mean, my car's locked, but it was just sus. I don't even remember what I was saying. I think I was just talking about how our anniversary is tomorrow and it feels like I've known him my entire life and that's cheesy and yada yada yada. I think that was my sign to get a move on because that was so bizarre. He was literally driving like he was in a video game, like not in real life. That was crazy. Also, Tate McRae just dropped her new album last night and it is so good. If you guys haven't listened to it yet, I would highly recommend. I'm a big Tate fan. I just like love her style of music and the lyrics and just like the way that she sings and performs, and this new album is everything. It's so good. I need a card, but they're all so cheesy. This one's kind of cute. Okay, I'll get this one. I hate this light. I've said that in past videos, but I really do hate it. It's like the bane of my existence in this room. I'm getting ready because we're heading to dinner. I didn't think we were really going to eat out tonight. I kind of thought that we were going to eat in, but the only thing that we have to make is stuff for tacos. And we've had tacos twice already this week. Once last Saturday and then once like Wednesday. So I do not want tacos for a third time. Unfortunately, it is our like go-to easy dish to make. But I'm just not in the mood for it, so we're gonna go to a place in Tennyson called... John sent me the link for it. What is it called? The Funky Buddha. We've walked by it before, which I think is where he got the idea from. So we're gonna go there. I honestly didn't really change my outfit because I'm not in the mood to put on anything dressy. The only thing that I changed are my pants. I was wearing these like flare yoga pants before, and I got them from Amazon, and to be completely honest, I'm not really the biggest fan of them. I think that they just kind of fit a little bit weird. Like, they're almost too short, which is weird because I'm not super tall. I'm only 5'6". So that was bizarre, but I also thought that, like, maybe they were not nice for dinner. I feel like that didn't make sense. I just feel like I could have put on something a little bit nicer. So I'm still wearing the same sweatshirt because I want to be comfy, and then I'm going to wear my dark Levi's and my boots, which are downstairs. That's kind of the plan for dinner, and then I think that we decided that we're gonna ski tomorrow. We were originally gonna ski Sunday, but I like skiing Sundays occasionally, but like Sundays are also my reset days where I like to get like ready for work for the week. So I feel like when we ski Sunday, I have to like prep on Saturday, and it just feels really weird routine wise. And also it's supposed to be warm this weekend, at least in Denver. It's supposed to be a little colder in the mountains, but our thought process, I think, is that the snow is probably gonna melt the most tomorrow, which means that the conditions are going to be best tomorrow, because if it melts tomorrow, it's going to be icy on Sunday. I think we're going to ski at Winter Park. This will only be my second time there. I think this is like John's third or fourth time there, because sometimes he goes and skis with his sister and her fiance without me. I am excited to ski tomorrow. It'll be our last ski weekend in Colorado before we're off to the next place. So we got to make the most of it. It's exciting. Sad that ski season in Colorado is over, but like I said, excited for the next destination. I'm really hyping up this next destination, so I hope you guys are ready for it. It's 11 o'clock. We've been skiing for a couple of hours now, I'd say. Maybe a few hours. And that's kind of the entire update, to be honest. It's a really gorgeous day. It's a bluebird day, so there's not a cloud in the sky. The resort is kind of busy. Honestly, all the parking lots were like pretty full this morning, but we're making the most of it. I feel like we're staying on the runs that aren't entirely busy. This is my second time at Winter Park, so it's kind of fun to see it for a second time. Like, I don't really remember a lot of the runs last time we were here, because I think this was the first resort that we did this season. So it's been like 2 months.
It's been a while.
So this is only my second time. His third? Fourth time?
I think third.
Good morning, you guys. Happy Sunday. We got back from skiing last night and I was so exhausted and my legs hurt so bad that I literally laid on the couch for the rest of the night and switched on and off playing the Switch and reading. I actually got like 50% of the way through my current book, which is, I always blank on the names of the books that I'm reading. And it's because I feel like I read so many of them that I just simply cannot remember what I'm reading at the current time. Beg, Borrow, and Steal by Sarah Adams. I'm about 50% of the way through that book and I'm really, really enjoying it, which is so surprising to me because I've read the 2 other books in the series and I was not the biggest fan of them. I literally think I gave them like 2.5 stars, but for some reason I just continue to read them because the plot and the storyline and the description of this book like really intrigued me and I wanted to see what it was about, so I started reading it and it's honestly my favorite book in the series so far, but it's a standalone series, so honestly you could read the 3rd book without having read the 1st and 2nd book, which I would recommend doing. I would just skip over One in Rome and the second book, but I spent a lot of my night reading that and I'm at like 52% now, I think. So I read like a good portion yesterday. I read on the way to Winter Park and then on the way back from Winter Park, and then obviously after we got here, my legs were literally shot last night. We ended up on a few mogul paths yesterday when we were skiing, and I'm not really a mogul girl. Like, I don't love moguls, I'll have to be completely honest. It's one, because I don't really know how to do them that well, and two, it just seems like a lot of work for what. But we ended on a few accidental moguls yesterday, so I got good practice doing moguls yesterday, which honestly, the more that I do them and the better I get at them, the more I'm like, okay, I see why people enjoy them, but they kill my quads because you have to lean and turn and like use your legs to quickly turn so you don't end up flying over the moguls. And because of that, my legs were absolutely toast at the end of the day. We got back here and I literally had to take ibuprofen because my legs hurt so bad. It felt like growing pains. If you remember like what those feel like when you're young, that's exactly what my legs felt like yesterday. They both felt like I was literally, they were growing. That's the only way I know how to explain it. But it was overall a really good ski day. The conditions were fantastic. That was probably like one of my favorite ski days of the entire season. And I also like am really growing to like Winter Park. The first time we went to Winter Park, I kind of had like mediocre impressions of it. I was like, I don't understand like why people love this place. But this second time, we parked in a different lot, we skied a different side of the mountain, and I'm like starting to really understand why people love it. So it was a really great ski day, and I'm really glad that that was our final ski day in Colorado, because I felt like it left Colorado on such a good note ski season wise. We don't really have too many plans for today, honestly. We have a dinner reservation tonight. We're doing like our anniversary dinner today instead of yesterday because I didn't want to go after skiing yesterday, and we decided last minute on Friday to move it, so we're doing our anniversary celebration kind of today. It's been like a whole weekend situation, but the dinner part today. But the first half of the day, we don't really have plans. Right now, I think I want to walk to a coffee shop and treat myself to either a decaf coffee or a chai tea latte. There's been a coffee shop nearby that I've been wanting to try since we relocated to this Airbnb, which I guess I can say the area because this vlog is going up after we leave, but we've been staying in the Tennyson area, and I really, really like it compared to Lohi. I just feel like there's so much more to do and see, and like I like the neighborhoody vibe, but there's this coffee shop, I'm blanking on the name, that's in the area that I really have been wanting to try since we got here. But since I've cut back on coffee, I feel like I'm a little bit pickier about which days I choose to get coffee. But today's the day because we only have a week left here and it's gorgeous outside today. It's supposed to get up to 62 degrees. So I am gonna walk to get coffee, have a leisurely morning, and then there are a few other things that I want to do today, I think, but we'll see what we get up to. Officially Girl Scout season, and they got us this year. John got the Thin Mints and I got Toffee-tastic cookies. They have gluten-free cookies now. I had no clue that this was a thing. I feel like when I was in Girl Scouts they did not have gluten-free cookies, and when we passed by they were like, Girl Scout cookies, like, do you want some? I'm like, unfortunately I'm gluten-free, I can't. And they were like, do we have something for you? And they showed me this and I was immediately sold. So like I said, John got the Thin Mints, classic. And then I'll be trying this out, except I'm not trying it out right now because we had a very sugary morning. Also, if you don't put your Thin Mints in the freezer, what are you doing? We stopped at the coffee shop that I said I wanted to go to. To be so transparent, not my favorite coffee. I would give this like maybe a 6 out of 10. There's just something like off about it. I don't know if it's the oat milk, but it feels a little bit watery to me. And then we went to this donut shop on Tennyson called The Salty, and they had gluten-free donuts, which I feel like I can never find gluten-free pastries, donuts, anything anywhere. But I guess they have like one gluten-free donut and it was like whoopie pie chocolate, which doesn't sound good, but the donut essentially tasted like cake. It was actually so good, and I feel like it fulfilled my donut craving for a long time. So between the donut and the vanilla latte, we had a very sugary morning, which is why I'm not gonna try the Girl Scout cookies right now. Maybe a little bit later, like post dinner dessert, but I gotta take it easy and like maybe throw in some water and other food for a little bit. It is 10:30. I think we're gonna chill for a little bit before we go to get the car washed. It's supposed to heat up around like noon, 11:30ish. High of 62 degrees today, which is crazy, but it's only 53 right now, so I think I'm gonna wait for it to heat up a little bit before we go get the car wash so that the car dries faster and doesn't freeze, is my thought process. Although there isn't much of a difference between 53 and 60, to be totally transparent. I think I'm just using it as an excuse to kind of chill out for a little bit. I think I might read some more of my book. I keep thinking about it. That's how you know a book is good, when you keep thinking about it when you're doing other activities and you can't wait to continue reading when you get back home. That's how you know it's a good book. I'm gonna chill for a little bit and then we're gonna finish running our other errands and stuff like that a little bit later on. It is a heck of a lot later since the last time that I talked to you guys. We went back out after we rested for an hour. I got the car washed, which was much needed. We vacuumed out the inside of the car, and then we walked around Sloan's Lake, which is something that I've wanted to do since the first time we came to Denver last year. We actually tried to do it the day that my car broke down last year, and then we just never went back to it. But today it was 60 degrees and gorgeous outside, so it was like the perfect day to finally get the chance to walk around Sloan's Lake, and it was great. It was definitely really crowded because I feel like everyone was out and about walking around the lake, but I'm glad I got to see what the hype was about, and I'm sad that like this is probably the first and last time that I'll get to do it this year. We're leaving soon, so that was our afternoon, and then after that we came back here, made some lunch, and I've been reading for literally the entire afternoon. I'm like 80% of the way into my book. I only have 20% of the book left, and guys, it's just so good. You need to pick this book up. You don't even have to read the first 2 books in the series to read this book, I promise you. Like, if you want to know the background of some of the characters' sisters, then read the first 2 books. But I like this book so much better than the first 2 books. Like, the author just put something into this book that's literally like a drug for me. Like, I just cannot put the book down. It's so good. I only have an hour left, so I'm definitely gonna finish it tonight, most likely. But that's how I spent my entire afternoon, and honestly, it was very ideal. Like, time on the couch, chilling, reading, relaxing. We turned the heat off and we opened up all the windows because it was like super cool outside. So I've been enjoying the fresh air, reading my book. John's been playing some games on the TV. Just honestly an ideal Sunday afternoon. And now we are headed out to a steakhouse. We're going to A5 Steakhouse in downtown Denver for our little like late anniversary dinner. I just got dressed. To be so transparent with you guys, I don't know what's going on with this outfit. I don't know if I like it, but I wanted to try something different tonight. I'm wearing this blue sweater from Princess Polly. I normally wear this sweater with like leggings because it's a little bit oversized, but I had a vision where I was like, let me wear it with my dark Levi's, belt peeking out, a white shirt underneath, and then my black heeled boots, and then obviously my black purse. And I don't know if I can pull off this look, but I'm just rocking with it at this point because we're leaving in like 5 minutes and I don't have time to change. So yeah, I don't know how I feel about it. I kind of feel like frumpy. I just feel like something about this sweater is giving Frump City. So that's how I'm feeling about the fit, but I'm excited for this restaurant because I'm really excited to eat some steak. We've been eating a lot of chicken and turkey lately, which is great if you want like a leaner protein, but every now and then I just crave a good juicy steak, and we haven't had the opportunity to make steak for the last several months, like since we left Virginia. So I'm so excited to get like a steak in my system and just enjoy some nice hearty red meat with like potatoes or something.